If you're watching this video, you're probably feeling stressed out or just fed up with your own personal finances and you're ready to get some help. You may have realized that the money stuff is just not in your zone of genius, or you just do not have the time for it, and that is totally okay. It's really hard to be totally perfect when it comes to your own money because there are just a lot of emotional blocks that are going to affect the way you're making financial decisions. So no matter how smart you are, no matter how financially savvy you are, it is always good to get some external help when it comes to your finances. So if you are ready to outsource, where do you start? You may have chatted with a financial advisor already because, well, there are thousands out there, and you've probably gotten some ad. You might have been sold something. It might have been out of your price range, or you just didn't have the amount of money that the financial advisor wanted you to invest in. That's a really common experience. Or you might even have a financial advisor, but you're not really totally sure what they're doing for you. Also, a very common experience. You're not alone. And so I want to talk to you about the difference between a financial advisor and a financial coach, which one is going to help you the most on where you're at on your financial journey, and how to get started working with one. So before I dive into that, though, I want to explain, I guess, why I'm talking about this. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So I started as a financial advisor for several years, and because I got my degree in personal financial planning. It was a very specific degree, and it kind of trains you to be a financial advisor, and that it gets you a very well-known, very great designation called the Certified Financial Planner designation. So I got that. I got some licenses. I became an accredited financial counselor shortly after, and all of these things prepared me to work in a financial advisor capacity. So what I was doing is helping households with $1 million plus dollar households invest their money, do their investment management. We talked about estate planning, financial planning, and looking at the retirement goals, their retirement needs, going through the tax planning situations, all of those things to help these households. Now, I really quickly learned that it was not the role for me. And while I love personal finance, I'm an absolute personal finance nerd. I live, eat, and breathe personal finance. Like, that has been my whole life since I started this degree. I've done everything I can to be the best financial advisor I can be. However, I realized I didn't want to be a financial advisor. I really enjoyed working on the day-to-day aspects of personal finance with the psychology and the mindset with money. I loved helping people create the foundation for their financial life, which is their budget, their cash flow, their savings, and their debt, so that they can become the millionaires that these financial advisors are working with. That was my zone of genius. That was where my passion was. And so I became a financial coach, and I have been for about the last 3 years working in a financial coaching capacity, not a financial advisor capacity. And so I want to talk to you about the difference between the two and which one is going to be correct for you to work with. So let's start with a financial coach, because a financial coach is generally going to be your first step in your financial journey. You can work side by side with a coach and an advisor at the same time. I have plenty of clients that do that too. But generally speaking, you're working with a coach because you are trying to get to a position where you are saving for retirement, where you are saving more in your 401k and your savings or retirement accounts, or you're just trying to start investing. You're trying to get into that first home. You're trying to build a real estate portfolio. All of those things are goals that you have, but your cash flow is not in the position where you can start implementing on that. And so that's where the financial coach comes in. If you are trying to work out your cash flow, whether it's because you have a business and you're not really sure how to be paying yourself or how much to be paying yourself, you might just be not maximizing your paycheck, meaning like you feel like there's a lot of spending that's going to waste, or maybe you have a lot of debt that is taking a majority of your paycheck, preventing you from savings. Credit card debt, HELOCs, student loans, all of those things are going to make it a little bit harder to be saving and investing and building your future. If you are working together in a household and you're not really on the same page with your finances, with your partner, that is also going to prevent you from making progress. And so these are the things that a financial coach helps with. A coach is there to help you on the day-to-day aspects of your personal finances, the month-to-month, day-to-day, week-to-week. It is very in-depth work with a financial coach, meaning that your coach is going to be working with you way more often than your financial advisor. You might feel like you are living paycheck to paycheck. You might just be feeling like in this cycle of paying off debt, accruing debt again, getting it paid off, accruing it again. You might be really frustrated with the inconsistency of your paychecks if you're in commission or if you're commission based or a business owner. Those are all very difficult things to be working with. And if you don't have the right systems in place, if you don't have a good budget, if you've been trying to budget for years and it's just not working, these are where the financial coach is going to help you. A financial coach also works on the psychology and the mindset around money. And so if there are some blocks around how you're saving money, or even the ability to ask for a raise, increase your income, attract more money into your life, these are all things a financial coach can help you with. And I do help my clients. Most of the time it is some kind of conversation of how to increase income. How are you getting that extra commission check? How are you increasing profits in your business? Not that I go in depth into the business side of things, but it still helps to be saying, hey, how can we ask for a raise, negotiate a higher salary or a bonus or some kind of assistance with your employer? These are all things I help my clients with, as well as maximizing your expenses. It's not a conversation of how can I spend as little money as possible. It's a conversation of how can I maximize my spending in the areas that matter the most to me. And then also, how do I save the money that I want to be saving? How do I start investing? So my goal for my clients is to graduate them to work with a financial advisor so that they can start investing. Because as a coach, I do not help with the investing side. I don't sell insurance. I don't sell any other products that are not my time and the education that you receive or the tools that I provide you to help you on your financial journey. Now, this is I mention this because not all coaches are like this. Anyone can really call themselves a financial coach, and that is something to be very cautious of when you're looking to hire a financial coach. You want to make sure they have the proper education, some designations, or just the experience that you need, that you're looking for in your unique situation. To have a coach. But then also need to be cautious on how they're getting paid, because again, anyone can call themselves a coach. So there are people who are calling themselves a coach, saying they'll help you with their budget. They get you in and they say, well, you really need this life insurance policy. Let's get that written up for you. And it can feel a little icky and not super helpful in the long run. They'll have one meeting with you, sell you insurance policy, and probably dip. So that happens. You want to avoid that. But as far as financial coaching goes, you have to be a little cautious. But here at Evolving Money, it is strictly just the flat fee that you're paying for coaching, and that's the only fee you're paying. There are no back end products or commissions or anything other sales that we're making off of you. So that is something unique to Evolving Money, and generally financial coaches. Like, the financial coaching is becoming more of a popular avenue in getting financial help. And so most of the time when someone is a coach, they are not a registered licensed advisor. They cannot sell you investments or insurance. They cannot give you financial advice necessarily. And so that's just something to be aware of. So the point is that once you're done working on your budget, cash flow, mindset, psychology, you have a system in place for managing your cash flow, you then want to graduate to working with financial advisors. So I help my clients find that financial advisor so that they can start investing regularly. They can open their retirement accounts. They can start planning for tax situations, plan for long-term like estate planning, retirement, and all of that stuff. It's all very much heavily future focus based. The financial advisor is going to meet with you once every quarter to once a year, depending on the advisor's model. So as you can see here in this graphic, they're very focused on the future. A few meetings a year, they're going to be working on you with your investment management. They will help you figure out which investment accounts to utilize, whether it's going to be a Roth IRA, traditional IRA, brokerage account, all of those questions that you have, that's going to be your financial advisor. What kind of stocks to buy is going to be questions for your financial advisor. How much should I be maxing out my 401k, or should I be rolling over my 401k? All of those questions are for your financial advisor. If I pull out money from my savings accounts, what are my tax consequences and all of that stuff? Again, financial advisor. So very, very useful, and they're going to become more and more useful as you prepare for your long-term future, and they are a very necessary component to being completely successful with your finances. Your coach is there to help you set the baseline, to create that foundation so that you can be funneling money into your investment accounts. Creating that budget, creating the cash flow system to manage your inconsistent or variable cash flow, focusing on the daily money management, the debt, income, savings, and all of that stuff. And most importantly, the accountability. We're meeting regularly, normally every month, but I have clients meeting with me sometimes every other month or once a quarter, once they really get things down. But most of the time, if you've never budgeted before, if you're just starting this process, it's going to be meetings every month so that we can kind of take life as it comes. We can adjust your budget as it comes, and you can build the kind of like building muscle. It's just it's a work in progress. You have to work on it. You have to spend time on it. It's not something that's a switch overnight. These kinds of financial changes that a coach is going to help you with are going to be there for the long term. And so meeting every month for as long as we need to help you feel confident in your budgeting and cash flow. The financial coach is really going to help you with how to start saving, how much you can start saving, how much you should be spending in various categories. I will help my clients. A lot of my clients have the goal of buying their first home, so we're helping them with not only just their budget for right now, but the budget for during the home purchase process, the move, and then what's their budget going to look like after the home buying process. These are things that your financial advisor can help you with. Some financial advisors do go in depth on these things, and that's super awesome. Not all of them will. Not all of them enjoy doing it, and they'll refer clients to me as the financial coach to help them with this side of the finances, and then they'll start working with the financial advisor again, or like I said, at the same time. So really the key point is that if you know how much you can save for your long-term goals, you know how much you can save, you are saving that regularly, you can probably start working with a financial advisor. If you don't know how much you can save, if you are not sure how to get to that savings point, if you're not sure how you're going to fit in retirement savings into your budget, it's probably time to talk to a financial coach to get that sorted so that you can create, again, that foundation to working with a financial advisor. If you are not able to consistently save for retirement, you're probably going to want to look at working with a financial coach. And so, like I said, it's one of those things this is kind of your first step, and then you graduate to working with a financial advisor. If you're not sure where you're at though, let's schedule a call. I do 30-minute consults where we can see if a coach is right for you, or if we think that a financial advisor is the right choice for you, I will connect you to a financial advisor that I have in my network that I know, love, and trust to work with you in the best capacity for you. Financial advisors are very nuanced. They have very many different specialties and different ways of charging for their specialties. So there's financial advisors who work on commission or a percentage of the assets you're investing. There's advisors that are charging hourly or just a flat fee. And all of these advisors might have different niches, different service capabilities, different focuses. And so finding the right financial advisor is really, really crucial, because that will be the long-term relationship that you need to be financially successful. It's not something that you want to keep changing every single year. You really do want to build a long-lasting relationship for like 10, 20, 30, 50 years. It's one of those relationships where you could be passing your financial advisor, or the firm that they're working on at least, to your children as you're passing on your wealth, right? It's supposed to be a long-term relationship. And so finding the right financial advisor is really, really important. And so if you're looking to connect with one, I don't charge any fees. I don't get commission or kickbacks for the referrals I make to financial advisors. I am here to just help you find one that is right for you and that is a good fit for you. And so if that's a service you need, again, give me a call. Let's jump on a call and see if a coach or advisor is right for you. If you are loving this video, if you want more information on coaching, please subscribe to this channel. I would love to put more videos out on helping you manage your finances on your own as you're tackling your financial goals. So thank you so much.